Hey, welcome back to Low Def Media. This is Mike, and today we're going to be talking about vlogging with an iPhone. Now, there are a ton of videos out on YouTube about vlogging with your iPhone. Here are some of the struggles that I had today. I have a number of cameras that I like to use, but I wanted to simplify things, and so I wanted to get back to my iPhone 11. And so I set it up, I had it on a tripod, and I wanted to really focus on my audio. The audio out of the phone is pretty decent. It's got a couple really good microphones on there, but I wanted to level it up. So I have a Rode video microphone that I have used in the past, and so I wanted to set it up on a boom mic, and I wanted that just out of frame, and I wanted to use this camera with that microphone and see just how good I can make it look and sound. That's where it all started to fall apart. I plugged in the microphone like I had done in the past, and it didn't record anything. The only audio was coming from the microphones already built into the phone. So I said, okay, time to troubleshoot. Let's see if this microphone works with other devices. Sure enough, worked fine. So I said, maybe it's the cable, maybe it's a generic cable and that's what's not working. So I swapped it out a couple times. They didn't work either. What I come to realize with that was that the connection at the end. Most of the microphone cables I had been using was a TRS, and what I needed to be using was a TRRS, 3 rings instead of 2. So I pulled out a lavalier mic that has just that kind of connection. I connected it with the dongle, and it worked once or twice, but then I got some feedback a couple other times, and it just didn't provide a really good, stable audio source. So, went to YouTube, did a little research, and from what I gather, something happened with the iOS 14 update, and so now things are a little wonky. So I went out to Amazon and I bought an adapter. TRS on one end, TRRS on the other. Should be here tomorrow, and when I get it, we will make a follow-up video to this one to see if it solves my audio problems. Because not only do I want to use my Rode video microphone, but I'd also like to give my Blue Yeti microphone a shot and really see just how good the audio can be on an iPhone 11 with a 4K image. And granted, I don't get the blurry background, but this could be a really strong YouTube alternative to maybe a high-priced camera. So more to come. See you in the next one. All right, good afternoon. This is a test of the DJI Osmo Pocket in my office. I've got it tethered to the Rode Video Go microphone, which is right here on a boom stand, just out of frame. Yeah, I think you might be able to see it there. Let's push it over here. There we go. And so I'm testing the audio. I want to see if this particular camera with this particular microphone will be acceptable for YouTube. So let's run it back and find out. Okay, this is a test of the Canon T7i. Used a wide angle lens. I've got the Rode video microphone here just out of frame, so I'm going to compare this 1080p 24 frames per second image with this camera, the DJI Osmo Pocket, which is 4K 24 frames per second, but with the same audio. Now I'm holding this camera handheld, and I'm hoping that the internal stabilization makes it look buttery smooth. Let's find out. All right, well, welcome back to the channel. Oh God, my seat is not comfortable. All right, so in the last episode, we were talking about connecting external audio with the iPhone. And I was having some issues because, here it is. The microphone that I was using had this. It's a TRS connection, which means it's got 2 of those rings, 2 rings. So what I had to do was I had to go out to Amazon and buy an adapter. That's what everybody on YouTube said that I should do, is go to Amazon, buy one of these. So let's open it up. Okay, so here's the connector. This is the part that the microphone will plug into. And then this is the solution. This has got 1, 2, 3 rings, so it's TRRS. And I'm hoping, right now, the microphone that's being used is on the front of the iPhone. The front camera is not the best, but it allows me to see what the heck I'm doing. So I'm hoping that I can just plug it in, connect it to the iPhone, and then we'll be good to go. Now I do need, okay, so first I've got the cord to the microphone, then I've got this little dongle, which is an adapter. Now I've got this dongle, which will allow me to connect it to my phone. This is getting ridiculous. All right, let's give it a shot.
And just like that, I'm using the Moment app for this video so I can see my record level.
Okay, we are back, and I had an opportunity to review the video, and I'm pretty sure you noticed the same thing that I did, that the audio got really wonky really fast. And when I say fast, I mean I sounded like Alvin the Chipmunk. So I'm thinking that it's capturing the audio, but because I was using the Moment app at the same time as the microphone and I didn't stop one to start the other, I think that's where we ran into a problem. Now I'm using Filmic Pro. I still see my levels on the right. I see where it says external mic. I'm assuming that I am recording. I did do a test using the photo/video app that's built into the iPhone, the native camera app. I did do a sample with that and it worked. First time was kind of glitchy, second time worked better. So without running this too awfully long, let's take a quick break, make sure it's working, and we'll come back for the summary. Okay, we're back, and I do see that the audio levels are still working. Ran back that last video clip, and I was very impressed with the sound. I think the mic is picking up as well as I had expected, and as well as it probably should. After all, it is a Rode video microphone. It is designed for just this thing. And let's kind of summarize what we've accomplished during the course of this video. First of all, I recognized that, or discovered that the iPhone no longer utilizes external microphones plug and play the way it used to. I used to take this, throw it on a tripod, and I don't have it with me, but I had this microphone and I had another one that is a much smaller travel microphone with the big dead cat on it. I would just plug that thing into the side and I was good to go. I didn't have to change anything, didn't need any kind of adapters. I just needed the dongle that you use to plug anything into an Apple phone. So I learned that that is no longer the case and that you now need an adapter, which you've noticed that I had to purchase. Now, it's from this company, Dukabel, and it was about $9 off Amazon. I got it one day. So if you're having issues connecting an external microphone to your iPhone after, I think it was somewhere in that 14 and up iOS update, somewhere in there, things started to go sideways. So I recommend this one. Works fine. So a little longer than I would probably like, but it does work. And I do now like the sound that I can record along with 4K video on my iPhone. Now, what else do we learn? Well, in this video, in its entirety, I compared the video from this camera to my DJI Osmo Pocket in the same set. Ooh, I am so not used to having a microphone there. So I kind of compared the two, and I do like the image that comes out of the DJI Osmo Pocket. Both are 4K. I think the sensors are about the same, but I do like the flexibility of the DJI Osmo a little bit because it does have the gimbal head, and so it does follow you. So I like that, and I do like that I can use this adapter and I can plug in this same microphone without this other adapter, and it works fine. I've also connected, you can see it kind of in the back there. It's back here, right there. My Blue Yeti microphone, I've connected that to the DJI Osmo very easily. And so that's a very versatile camera. And so between the two, they both have their strengths and weaknesses, but I really do. I like the profiles that I can get out of the DJI Osmo, and I do like that gimbal, and I like being able to record sound very easily. We've really learned two things. We've kind of done some experimentation, and at the end of it all, now I've got my camera, my iPhone camera, set up to where it's a usable vlogging system here in the office. And I got a nice backup camera with my DJI Osmo. And if worse comes to worse, I can always use my Canon. I think I may include that as well, just so we can compare what a 1080 image looks like compared to the 4K. And the audio with this connected, and you can tell me which one comes out better. Right now I'm liking this in the iPhone much better than in the Canon. The Canon just sounds way too loud, and there's just really no resonance to it. It's not a rich sound. So I don't want to blather on too long, but I do want to thank you for taking time to check out the channel. And if you got value from this, hey, do me a favor, hit that like button. Helps out the channel a lot. And this is the kind of content that you would like to continue seeing. Hey, why don't you become a subscriber? I'd really appreciate that. So for now, we will see you in the next one.